We are looking at a verse from the first book of Samuel, chapter 5, verse 8, verse 9, actually. And we're stuck on a particular word, and it gives us a great opportunity to go through this process together of isolating out the root, which we can then look up in a dictionary. So let me first off bring the verse onto the screen for all of us. So here we have verse 9. We see the letter tet, which actually stands for 9. And we got all the way to the last line, which was Vayach et anshe ha'ir, and God smote the people of the city, mikaton viad gadol, from the littlest ones to the largest ones. So everybody was getting punished. Vayisatru lahem. And we don't know what this word means, vayisatru. So we need to isolate out the bit that we can look up in a dictionary. Gideon, do you have any ideas what we can eliminate out so that we get at the root, which we can look up?
So which word are we looking at?
Vayisatru.
Oh, okay. So first of all, we can eliminate the word va.
Okay, let me make that blue. And we understand va to mean and. Anything else do you recall that we can eliminate?
Maybe the last word.
The last letter, you mean?
Yeah, the last letter, the shuru.
Okay, that's correct. Do you recall what that is an indication of or what it stands for?
Not very sure.
That's the plural.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's a plural suffix. And there's one more letter we can eliminate, and that is the yud.
Okay.
And the yud is, do you recall the yud is an indication of what?
Future tense.
Future tense, well done. So what we're left with is shin tav resh. And we'll make this in red. And this will be the root that we hope to find in the dictionary. In future classes, I'm actually going to see if we can ask the students to open up the dictionary and share with us and actually be the ones to look up the word. So if you want to practice that at some point and maybe demonstrate that for us in a future class, Gideon, that'll be awesome. But for now, let me search for the Klein Dictionary. At the Sepharia website. And we get our result, Klein Dictionary Sepharia. We open it up. We change our keyboard to Hebrew. And we type sin, tav, resh. And here we have the sin, tav, resh. We look it up. To break out or burst. So this is very cool. Johanna, are you back in the main room with us now?
Yes, I am. Santu left already after this lesson.
Okay.
It was good, but not too much at once. So he did excellent to it. Aleph and Bet and Kamatz and A and Ba.
Great. I mean, that's really the first lesson. What you covered is exactly what we should cover in the first lesson. So well done. Good job. I appreciate it very much.
Toda.
And yeah, and the main thing is that the new student should feel encouraged and confident to continue. And I hope that Sansu will join us again. He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he will join tomorrow, he said.
Very nice. We're having some fun looking up a word from the verse in Samuel, sin tav resh, and Gideon and I have been working through this problem together. I will back up quickly for your benefit and just review the process for you. It's this word here, vayisatru, and I didn't know the meaning of it, and so we needed to look it up. And we identified the vav and the yud as candidates for elimination, the vav meaning and the yud being the indication of the future tense. So let's eliminate these two prefix bits, and then the shuruk at the end being an indication of the plural. Let's eliminate out the shuruk, so we're left with sin tav resh. So we went over to the Klein dictionary and we successfully looked up sin tav resh. And we see that it only appears in one verb class, and that's the nifal. We'll have to get used to these abbreviations. And I'll also make a worksheet to go a little more in depth as to the names of the verb classes. But the verb class that sin tav resh appears in is known as nifal. And we've discussed nifal as one of the passive verb classes. And we've discussed the difference between active and passive. Do you recall, Johanna, the difference between active and passive verbs?
Yeah, the active is like what is happening, like this. Now I don't know how to explain it anymore.
You want to give a sentence in the active, just a simple sentence that is in the active tense. The cat ate the fish.
Yes, like we know who ate it, and the passive one is like it was eaten, like this, something was eaten, like we don't know who did it.
Right, that's exactly it. Or you add a prepositional phrase, you could say, the fish was eaten by the cat. So we know now that the word the sin tav resh means to break out or burst, and it appears in the nifal form of the passive. So let's see if that helps us to translate our verse. So we have vayisatru lahem, afelim techori. And these are two words both meaning hemorrhoids, tumor in the privates, which is very painful. And was as a punishment for the Philistines taking the Ark of the Covenant of God and putting it in a pagan temple. Now they've removed the Ark from one city and they've moved it to another city. And what we discover here is that they're subjected in that city now to the same punishment. Vayisatru lahem. And there was a bursting forth. there was a bursting forth or yeah, against them or onto them. Vayisa tru lahem, a bursting forth, a failing to horim, namely a plague of hemorrhoids. So the example we gave of active and passive, very straightforward and very understandable. In the Hebrew words, in the Hebrew verses, we have to deal with somewhat more difficult usages of these verb classes, and the translations aren't always as straightforward. But we don't have the affliction burst forth. We have, there was a bursting forth amongst them. And then there's a clarification in the verse, namely a plague of hemorrhoids, a failing to horim. So it takes a little bit of skill in terms of converting the Hebrew to another language and to make sense of it. But the force of this passive condition is that we're emphasizing this bursting forth. Something burst forth against them, lahem, against the Philistines. And all of that is in this one phrase, vayisa tru lahem. There was a bursting forth or a bursting out upon them or against them. And then we have a clarification, namely this affliction of hemorrhoids. The goal again, and we'll work this every day a little bit, is to learn how to draw out shoresh or a root, which we can look up in the dictionary. And again, we are using this Klein dictionary, which you can look up in Google and refer to the Sephariah site, and you can start practicing looking up words. Eventually, Johanna, I'll challenge you to open up that Klein dictionary on your phone and share it with us in the main room and look up a word for us to demonstrate your ability to do that. So that's something to look forward to, but not to worry about for now. For now, we had a wonderful opportunity to welcome August as our newest Hebrew learner. I wish you had been in the room with us to enjoy the moment, but August has clearly demonstrated his ability to get through the Hebrew verses fluently. And so I want to congratulate August again and welcome again to our group of leaders. So that's what I have for you guys today. And thank you again, Johanna, for bringing in somebody new. That's very exciting. And it's very exciting that we can coordinate so nicely from halfway around the world to make the program available to somebody like Santu. That's just amazing. And I'm so grateful and excited for that. So anyway, that's all I've got for you in the 7:30 class. I'm gonna take a little break, and then you're welcome to join me at 8:30, or we'll see you tomorrow. So Laila Tov.
Thank you very much. Laila Tov.